Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Craig and Ali with me here in the studio. Frank Leboeuf as well. With City losing in the last round, it doesn't seem like the home team in the second leg is guaranteed to advance. Who is more vulnerable for you, Frank? PSG or Real Madrid?
Well, Madrid has something special with the Champions League. So I would say that, especially with the Bayern season so far, I would say that Madrid is quite secure because I'm pretty sure that at some point they're going to find something. Paris Saint-Germain, you never know what you can expect from the players, from them. You have to be more confident about the biggest club in the world, which is Madrid, and give less chances to Paris Saint-Germain, even if I think that, Paris Saint-Germain can go through.
With City, I've done that one. For Craig, do you think performance like today from Sancho show that United is bad at developing young talent? I think Kobe Mainoo maybe be an argument against that.
No, I mean, I just think United are bad.
Yeah.
Now, as we discussed this briefly in the show, so I won't go over it too much. But there's no doubt you could apportion a percentage of the blame at the players' feet as well. There's no doubt about it, because he was bad last year in a season where at least United were half decent.
Yeah.
Got in the top four.
And he was given chances, wasn't he?
Got in the top four, won the Carabao Cup, got to the FA Cup final, were beaten handsomely in the end by Man City. But even in that season, he was nowhere to be seen. This year it's been spat after spat after spat, poor performance, and then basically refused to play or refused to apologise. So it's not all been about Man United, but there's no doubt playing in a poorer team is much more difficult than playing in a... And not that Dortmund are brilliant or not, but they've certainly been good in the Champions League.
And I just don't think that developing young talent really applies to the case of Jadon Sancho, Manchester United.
He developed at Dortmund.
Yes, and by the way, was bought for a ton of money to come to Manchester United. Yeah, I'm thinking of developing young talent. It is sort of a Kobe Mainoo that sort of comes through Manchester United. So I don't think the developing young talent part actually applies to Jadon Sancho, Manchester United. It's more about managing young talent and getting the best out of young talent, and that's different.
Frank, if you're the next Manchester United manager, do you bet on Sancho carrying his form back after his loan ends, or do you sell him after his fantastic performance away from United?
Well, we talked during the show about the inconsistency of Jadon Sancho as well in Dortmund. I mean, he had a very good game tonight, but I never heard that since he came back to Dortmund that he was the best of the best. So, you know, I would say wait and see. You pay so much money for him to come to Manchester United, so I would love to give him another chance to show his talent at Old Trafford and please the Manchester United fans. But it's a big discussion that you have to have with Sancho and see in which mindset is. That's the problem for me. That's the problem that Sancho will have to explain. How he's ready to come back and how he's ready to fight for the club that paid millions of pounds for him. I'm not sure you can have the answer, but you can try.
For Craig, the other night, Don gave Dortmund a 0% chance of winning the Champions League. After today's 1-0 victory against PSG, do you think they have a shot at all?
Yeah, they've got a shot. I mean, they got a shot. I would say, bearing in mind, they've got to get through the away leg.
Here we go. Look at Burley's maths doing.
Here we go.
Hear it.
Bring it. Bring it.
And it's likely going to be Real Madrid.
Right.
I'd say at this moment, I'd give them a 10% chance of winning.
10% chance?
Not high.
Yeah. No, I know what 10% is.
Sometimes I feel I need to explain it. Got those like glaiked eyes that look over.
What eyes?
Glaiked.
Glaiked eyes. Wow, there you are, Annie. That's something for your lexicon.
Well, I did not learn that in English as a second language class.
Which is just like a blank expression.
We use it in, it's a Scottish terminology.
Right, okay.
You've got a glaiked look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of...
Yeah, glazed over.
A few of our colleagues have those kind of looks a lot.
Ali, 10%?
Well, let's say that Bayern Munich advanced from the other side.
Right.
Then that gives them, I think, a higher percentage. I'm going to go as high as 20%.
20%? Frank.
I'm seeing if it's actually a word.
What are you doing? Well, I'm sure you haven't just made it up, have you?
No, we Scots, we make words up.
Okay.
Hold on.
Frank, while he's looking it up.
Yeah, I wonder if they go through the next game, after it's a final, you never know what can happen. So allow me to do the Jürgen Klinsmann 49-51 on the final, because not everything is possible.
Well, yeah, but the final against Real Madrid isn't going to be 51-49, is it, Frank?
Yeah, of course it's going to be for Real Madrid favorites, but again, you never know what can happen. You know, somebody can be red carded very quickly.
Yeah, I know. That's not great analysis, is it?
Well, yeah, you know, we are supposing something happens. You know, so what do you want? You have nothing. You hold nothing, and you want me to know exactly what's going to happen.
As it stands now, compared to the other teams, Real Madrid have a big percentage. What's Dortmund's percentage of going on to win it?
Compared to the other team.
Compared to be so aggressive.
No, but compared to the other. No, I'm not aggressive. I think compared to the other team, I go with Don. They have 0 chances to win. But football is not based on what you have, it's what you get.
Okay. Right.
Hey, I'm not aggressive. Not aggressive.
But I'm not aggressive. So calm down, please.
0%, but not aggressive.
Is it a word, Craig?
No, there's 2 words.
Oh, right, okay.
In brackets.
Why is this so complicated?
I typed in Glaket.
Yes.
And it just said brackets. Dan Thomas.
Aye, just a picture of me appeared. Yes, like the Simpsons back in the day. Doing a Homer.
Stupid, foolish, thoughtless. Yes. There's a lot of them. That sounds
pretty apt. Oh no, we got to ask Frank another percentage question.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the anger.
No. For Frank, the percentage chance PSG advanced to the final. So you gave it to us. You said 65-35 in the show, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, it's what I said. Yeah, it's what I said. And I believe.
I do listen to you. There you go.
Thank you. Well, that's for the first time. Thank you.
Pardon?
I say for the first time you listen to me. Pardon? Again? Again?
Before Don used to shut him up. Nobody ever did percentages. We never did it.
I'm sure we've done it. I'm sure we used to.
Until Don.
Yeah, but do you remember the SPI?
The SPI, yes, the Soccer Power Index.
Soccer Power Index.
Yeah, that used to make you really angry.
What an absolute pile of trash. The Soccer Power Index says, I mean, Jesus God.
What about?
We've had some absolute guff on this show.
About the gavometer? About the gavometer.
The gavometer. Oh, I like the gavometer. That's all right.
The gavometer for transfers. Gab, you said Andrew Villa's boss. There was no way he was leaving. Next day, gone.
2-2. In big and loud venues.
Dan, sorry, I have a question for you and the guys.
Okay.
If is the Premier League still the best league in the world if we have no club team in the semi-final of the Champions League?
Oh, Frank, you're not going to lower yourself to that argument, are you? Come on, you're better than that.
That's Twitter.
You're better than that,
No,
Frank.
I just want to pick a little bit. Of course it is. Why?
Well, but look at the games of the weekend. Look how good. Oh my God.
No, well, the simple answer is that they've had 3 winners in the last 5 years.
I just
never entertain it. It's like whenever Spain don't have a team in there, now Italy, that's a different conversation.
Oh yeah.
How are they getting 6 teams?
Do not entertain the question because #FC Extra Time.
There you go.
If you don't follow the rules, your questions are not taken into consideration.
Someone slid into my DMs, wrote me a big essay about how disrespectful I am to Italian football and how I'm always bragging about my journalism degree and I should start to use it.
All right.
Why do you allow people to slide into DMs?
Well, you never know what you're going to get. Normally it's nice things.
Well, that's what you're going to get.
No, you're going to get a lot
Muppets. Muppets is like, I mean, seriously, why do you allow that?
You get a lot of nice things as well. I like the I use it to boost my ego.
Oh, you like praise?
Yeah, exactly. I like people go, I love the show apart from that Burley.
Who's the...
And his naked look.
I don't care.
The who?
Wait, what?
I don't care.
I don't care. I'm here to be hated.
Well, you're winning.
Not here to make friends.
Right.
Okay. That SPI, what else has it been?
Oh, there's been other things, but I'm not sure if we can say them over the air. Right, to all, in big and loud venues, Frank, this is you. Do players hear their coach shouting? If not, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Sit down and stay and stay calm, because we don't hear you. I never heard the coach. Only the fullback for 45 minutes and the other fullback for the other 45 minutes hear the coach. The other, they don't care. They don't even listen. They don't look at him. They just play their game.
The only one of the few times I did hear the coach was Peter Shreves, who experienced coach, former Tottenham manager, who was at Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. He was Stevie's manager at Sheffield Wednesday. I've told you this story. When he told me via Glenn Hoddle to tell Ruud Gullit to get back.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm on the field passing a message on.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm sure Mr. Gullit would have appreciated that.
Because nobody on the bench wanted to tell Mr. Gullit to get back.
Yeah.
And I would have told him. I didn't mind, but it wasn't my job, so I wasn't doing it. No. So I went, get stuffed.
Yeah.
Kill him yourself.
That's it.
But you don't really notice.
I think we've had enough now.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago.
ESPN FC.
Hey, somebody will slide into your DMs. Disrespectful.
Disrespect? Why? What, will it be you? You're pseudonym.
I'm going to write a big essay.
A burner account.
You know, if it's me, the grammar will be terrible.
Well, yes. Thank you. That is it.
Don't thank people.
Why?
Just don't.
What was I thanking you? I was thanking you for being on. Thank you, Craig. Thank you to all our viewers. We really appreciate you every single day for joining us. I tell you what, you're part of a big family. And we welcome you into our house every day. Thank you. Thank you all.